Hello everyone and welcome to another guide for accessing your live lessons from here at the Carlton Academy. Today we're going to look at a couple of changes that we are going to make, largely around accessing your lessons, the types of lessons that you'll get and using the Teams app more efficiently. We're going to look at three things within a few videos here. So this short video here is going to be about logging into Teams just to make sure that you are happy with that and using your Teams calendars. The next video will be your classes and how they are set up and using them in terms of Teams channels. And then we'll also look at how you will submit work in subsequent videos. Okay, so for this first video then, we are going to look at how we log into Microsoft Teams. Now, the first and most important part of this is that we are going to be moving away from Satchel 1. Teams will become the main way that you access all of your lessons, your resources, your homework, so Office 365 suite, etc. is what we're going to be looking at. It will be the way that you log onto and access all of your lessons, and your calendar is in particular going to replace Satchel 1 for lesson setting. So that is a really important change that you will need to get used to. I'm going to show you a very brief version of that Teams calendar here, just so you can see it, both from a computer and a phone perspective. If you've logged on to Teams already, the next couple of minutes of this video won't be as important to you, but if you haven't, that will be. So Teams will either show as a calendar here. You can see the calendar link just there. Or if you've got a phone, you can see in this red box what it will look like on a phone. So you can see here that I have set up the dummy account. You can see my calendar will be down at the bottom rather than along the side. So that will be where we are looking in terms of our lessons. Now, in terms of logging in, you might have been used to going to the school website, going to show my homework, and then following your links for your lesson. You're no longer going to do that. You're going to go direct to Teams. If you log in via the website, however, you will need to log in through Office 365, your email and your SharePoint. What you will do is you will go to that button, click it, come to RM Unify, and you will enter your username. Now, mine will be, for this one, the purpose of the dummy account, TCA365 at the Academy Carlton.org, and I will put in my password, and I will click Remember Me normally, and then click Sign In. That will ask me, again, I'm not going to save that because it's not my normal account. That will bring me to a familiar page to many of you where you've got access to your email, your OneDrive, that's all your folders, your Word documents, your PowerPoints, etc. if you want to save them on there, especially if you're working on a tablet rather than a computer, really good way to place to save them, but also the Teams app. What I'm going to focus on now is the Teams app. You're going to click on the Teams app. Now, I'm going to go in through the website in this particular occasion just because of the way that I'm showing you. I'm going to do the same. If you've got more than one person on a computer, then you can click onto there. So click on that, and I'm going to use the web app in this particular case. That will bring me to my Microsoft Teams. Depending on what you had open last time, it will bring you to normally your Teams, and this for you should have one of these tiles for each of your lessons. Your teachers are busy setting those up as we speak. Now, what I'm going to focus on with this particular part of the video is, after looking at the Teams bit, is making sure that you are familiar with looking at where you will see your work. Now, if you click onto your Teams, you will come to a screen that, if I scroll up here, I've just been messing around with this dummy account, has a person just sat at the top, and it will say, what do you want to do? Now, in particular, in this case, I've already done some things, and I've shown some examples. I've also set up a private channel. So you are possibly going to see a private channel here, along with a list of other students with your name on it. I'll come to that in a subsequent lesson. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to focus on the calendar. So from the 1st of February, you're going to access your lessons via your Teams calendar. So log into Teams and then click on calendar. That will bring you to this week's calendar. Now, what you can see in here is that I have populated this student's account with some lessons. You will access these in a very, very similar way to what you would do through Satchel 1. However, this has the added bonus of them being at the right time, telling you when they are, and being almost a one-stop shop. So you will click on, for example, period 2. Let's say that's what period we're on now. You will get this if it's a live event. If it's a Teams meeting, you'll get a slightly different thing. So live event, you double click. There is a link there. You click on that meeting link, and that will then send you slowly but surely with my internet to the live event. So you can see that popping up here, and it will tell me that the live event hasn't started, and that's because my other document is open, but that's that. So that will bring you to your live event. You can do what you've done for the last few weeks. That's live events, nothing new there. So that's live events. I'm going to go back to, I'm going to leave this meeting because I'm not going to stay in it. I'm going to go back to my calendar. I've done my lesson. I get to period 3. And what I'm going to do here is to go into Teams meetings. So this is the other one. I can access that, and I can click here to join the meeting. Now, what you will find is that when you try and do this, you will often get a number of different things happen here. One is that you come to the lesson, and when you click to join now, you will find that a couple of things happen. One is that your meeting will tell you that when the meeting starts, people will let you know you're waiting. Your teachers will let you into those. Also, what will happen is your microphone will be muted. Okay, so that will be muted if you haven't already done that. And that will be something that is really important. I'm going to go through the protocols of Teams meetings in another video, but that is how you get to your lessons from Monday onwards. So that is how you get to your lesson. So calendar, and then you click on the lesson for that period of the day. That's how you get to all of your lessons from Monday, the 1st of February. Okay, subsequent videos will tell you what to do in Teams meetings, what to do in terms of submitting your work. Thank you very much, all.